road trip to the Trona Pinnacles. When you are parked 100 miles from everywhere, you must take a road trip to Trona Pinnacles. The surreal Trona Pinnacles are reached by traveling around 20 miles northeast from Ridgecrest. The well-marked turnoff onto a dirt road is the only way to reach the crazy locale, managed by the Bureau of Land Management, usually referred to as the BLM. Ride with me to the Trona Pinnacles, situated in the California Desert Conservation Area, and you will want to hang on until the end when I take you to the exceedingly historic Indian Wells Spring for a box of original Sweet Tarts and a key lime pie soda. Got your sweet tooth excited now? Travel across America with me to see the natural beauty of the desert in every direction. But to get to our destination, we must travel a bumpy, lumpy, graded, so-called dirt road for 5 miles. Keep an eye out for rattlesnakes. This is a constant theme around these parts. There is so much off-highway vehicle activity in the Mojave Desert. We encountered riders all over the place while we were exploring this desert region. Each time we have visited the Trona Pinnacles and the Indian Wells Brewing Company, we have parked in or near Inyokern. This is a small, quaint town with this attention-getting sign. Inyokern, 100 miles from everywhere. If I'm not mistaken, the town gets its name from the adjacent Inyo and Kern counties. Or do I have that backwards? Tell me in the comments, which came first, the town or the counties? Once you turn off the highway, you will see a large turnout with some historical markers. Let's see what they say. This one tells of the history of the Epsom Salts monorail. This saga occurred between 1917 and 1927. That's essentially 100 years ago. After all the hiking and walking we do, I often soak my tired feet in some Epsom salt. Do you ever do that? Another marker tells us about the John and Dennis Searles wagon routes. I wonder if these guys knew that they would be immortalized on a historical marker. These two men ran 2 wagon routes to haul borax from their plant on Borax Lake, now Searles Lake, to the railhead at Mojave. We just spent a week near Mojave, and I just uploaded a video showcasing the Harmony Borax Works. This sign was very interesting. There are other signs about this intriguing place, including safety information and, of course, the rules and regulations for visiting and camping. Please respect our public lands. Now let's travel this rough. Did I mention rough? Did I mention teeth-rattling road? Sometimes it's better if you go faster on these washboard roads, and sometimes it isn't. Those of you who travel these types of roads have probably figured it out by now. Moving on, we have explored the Trona Pinnacles 3 times. It was 105 degrees the first time we tromped around the pinnacles. On a second visit, the BLM had put up more signage and redone some of the roadways near the spires. On our latest visit, the weather was pleasant. The BLM has created more changes that continue to enhance this unbelievable place. Almost everywhere that we have visited that is managed by the BLM is very well maintained and a rewarding experience. You can explore the pinnacles 2 ways. There's a great scenic loop around what is called the Middle Group Pinnacle site, and once you park, you might want to sign the guest register. A walking trail loops through the tufa formations, and a small web of walking trails has enlarged the walking experience to take you up close to these stunning towers. Be careful, as some of these extra trails are steep. Let me take you for a stroll around them and talk to you a little bit more about this unique place of tufa and coral boulders. With over 500 spires spanning an area roughly 3 miles by 4.5 miles. Some of these spires reach as high as 140 feet. They vary in shape from short and squatty to tall and thin. They are mesmerizing for sure. These pinnacles rise out of nowhere in what is known as the bed of the Searles Lake Basin and are calcium carbonate, often called tufa. You will notice out west that even though geologic features are named rivers or lakes, they're often dry as a bone. This is the case with Searles Lake. The Trona Pinnacles were designated as a National Natural Landmark by the U.S. Department of Interior in 1968 to preserve one of North America's most outstanding examples of tufa tower formations. Like other locations in the vast, picturesque region, the Trona Pinnacles are used in films, commercials, advertisements, TV programs, and music videos because they provide a truly out-of-this-world backdrop. Many places in this area are used for filming locations, and I will be taking you to more of them. I just uploaded a short where I climbed on my hands and knees to the top of the Olancha Dunes, another film location. In 2022, 35 films were produced and 10 car commercials were filmed in 2023 in the Indian Wells Valley. Speaking of Indian Wells, be sure to hang on until the end to see about the barf soda. Did we buy one? Back to the pinnacles. A BLM sign reads, "Our pinnacles are stars. Great ways to experience the Trona Pinnacles and protect the pinnacles." Of course. And please stay on designated roads. You could save the homes of creatures such as the endangered desert tortoise, the largest reptile in the Mojave Desert. We went to the desert tortoise place over near California City. We didn't see a tortoise. I might show you around there as a tag onto some other video. I have a note of warning, but first, have you subscribed yet? As I mentioned in this video, the long road out to the Pinnacles is exceedingly rough, a real teeth rattler, as you may have noticed earlier. So if you really love your vehicle, you might skip this experience and be an armchair traveler for this one. Some people drag recreational vehicles back there. I would love to see the inside of their camper once they get stopped. I hope they had everything secured. Also, if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle with a lift kit, your experience can be even more thrilling. We tried to get to the northern group of pinnacles, but a deep trench across the roadway at Teagle Wash stopped us from continuing in our too long for the dip vehicle. Oh well, where can you explore simply depends on the last rainstorm and what sections of road have been washed out and what parts the BLM has repaired. It could be different every time. You can count on the main road being bad, and you can plan on the road encircling the Pinnacles to be passable. Now let's head back through Ridgecrest, the home of the China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station. We need a soda made at Indian Wells Spring off Highway 14, west of Inyokern, the major roadways of Highway 14 and U.S. Highway 395. These two roads will take you to some of the best places this region has to offer, and we can verify that firsthand. This is the quickest and one of the best ways to reach our next stop. Most people park and rush in the building to watch as wildly flavored and unusually labeled soft drink bottles rattle along the processing line at Indian Wells Brewing Company. The first time we stopped in, the flavor of the day was peanut butter. The exuberant employee fetched each of us a recently filled bottle of the creamy soft drink. We bought a dozen creative sodas, including peaches and cream, Martian poop, mud pie, radioactive soda, Death Valley sarsaparilla, sweet corn, see you later, green apple jalapeno, and peanut butter. We returned a few days ago, but before going inside, we took a few moments to peruse the amusing and historical displays placed around the parking lot. Behind the Batmobile, see old-time trucks and a phone booth. And did you know I saw the original Batcave in LA the other day? See my short. The link is in the description. I love seeing old phone booths. I saw one the other day being used as a storage shed. Not a bad idea. It was in someone's yard, so I didn't take a picture. Would that have been rude? The Indian Wells Spring is a California historic landmark. Two huge signs read, in 1849, the Manly Jayhawker parties reached the spring after traveling 5 days from Death Valley's Argus Range on the Joseph R. Walker Trail, established in 1843. A stage and freight operation operated in the 1860s, revitalizing travelers between Los Angeles and the Cerro Gordo mines. There's so much to the William Manly story. He and his cohort are given the credit for naming Death Valley. The stigma they attached have been swaying folks against this truly incredible place for almost 2 centuries. Don't buy the propaganda. You gotta go to Death Valley. See links to some of my Death Valley region videos in the description below. This time, when we went inside to see what soda flavor was being bottled that day, it was bacon soda with chocolate. Yuck. We weren't offered a free sample this time. Arg. Well, I'm not sure. I would have tasted it. Oh, I would have tasted it. Would you? As I'm making this video, I'm cooking a rib roast. The girl behind the counter said people put this soda in the pot while cooking a roast. I'm giving it a try. I'll tell you how that came out another time. Let me show you the old-fashioned candy section. And of course, I got a small bag full. This will last us a very long time. I'm more a chocolate person. How about you? Which one of these silly and unthinkable flavors would you have bought? Here are the 4 flavors that we chose. Key lime pie, red velvet cupcake cookie dough bites, orange dreamsicle. We had this one when we visited the Trail of the 100 Giants. Sweet doesn't even begin to describe that one. Wait until you see those sequoias. Obviously, the bacon soda with chocolate, since I'm cooking with it. Be sure to leave a comment and tell me what you think of our selections, and share your thoughts about the Trona Pinnacles. If you have any questions about planning your visit to the desert of Eastern California, email me. I love engaging with my viewers. Hit that like button and share this video with fellow nature lovers and adventure seekers who are searching for unique and awe-inspiring experiences. Ugly shoes, with a backup pair of flip-flops, of course, on the ground. Unclassic road trip. Please subscribe.